Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell.
This phone honestly looks fantastic, guys. Still feel unsure about using a flagship camera because you don't really know how to shoot? Today, I've got the brand new Huawei Pura 90 Pro Max with me. Time really flies. Since the P series was rebranded to Pura, we're already looking at its third generation, and overall, this marks the 15th generation of Huawei's P lineup. What's interesting is that this is the first time we're seeing a Pro Max model. Some people say it's the evolution of the Pro series, others think it's stepping in for the Ultra line. Either way, right now, this is clearly the top-tier model in the Pura 90 family.
A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our exciting tech content.
After spending some time with it, I noticed Huawei has quietly packed in a lot of upgrades this time, kind of like hiding all the good stuff beneath the surface. Many of these features only reveal themselves when you actually start using the phone, especially the new X series selfie capabilities. The P series has always been about improving camera hardware, but now it's gone a step further. It's actively helping you take better photos. For this video, we even invited a young woman to test out the camera experience on the Pura 90 Pro Max. As you guys know, Zhou Qi showed up, got her makeup done, and mentioned she's been single for years. I've tried to create plenty of opportunities for her, but she just hasn't been able to make the most of them. Honestly, I think part of the issue is her straightforward composition style. Just look at the photos she takes. It's no surprise she's still single. But instead of teaching her everything step by step, I figured why not let the phone do the work? As soon as I discovered Huawei's new selfie system, I set her up with a date so she could practice using the Pura 90 Pro Max beforehand. And no, she doesn't need to thank me. The cost of that date is coming straight out of her salary. We took them to Yichang Park in Hangzhou's Qianjiang area, which is actually a great spot for couples, but a lot of people still struggle to capture good photos there. If this were the old Zhou Qi, it would have been a missed opportunity. Luckily, this time she had the Pura 90 Pro Max, which comes with automatic shooting features. Once you switch to selfie mode, the phone starts suggesting compositions and color tones on its own. There are 3 preset styles to choose from, and you can switch them if you're not feeling one. It even adjusts composition automatically without you needing to mess with zoom controls. This is especially helpful for people who usually stick to the default focal length and don't really experiment. The Pura 90 actively switches lenses for you, and when it detects you're shooting portraits, it even guides your poses by showing outlines directly on the screen. And it's pretty smart too. It can recognize gender, so you won't end up with awkward or overly sweet poses that don't suit you. It also factors in your surroundings and props to do more tailored suggestions. At one point, Zhou Qi took her date to a milk tea shop for photos. What's cool is that even when you're taking selfies, the phone still provides pose recommendations. There are specific styles designed for men and others for women. You could really see the difference. It made Zhou Qi look way more confident and happy. Another interesting feature is that you can save photos you like from online and import them into the camera system. The Pura 90 Pro Max can then learn from those references and give you similar suggestions when you're shooting. It's basically like having a photography mentor built into your phone. And honestly, when taking photos of people, you don't always need portrait mode. Even dynamic shots can look great. I also tried bringing AI into the mix during a live session where it helped generate photos with a stronger sense of depth and space. Since the selfie experience is already this powerful, shooting others becomes even easier. In Qianjiang, Hangzhou, there are plenty of iconic buildings, so we took advantage of that and snapped a few shots. But instead of ending up with the same typical photos everyone else takes, the Pura 90 Pro Max helps you create something that stands out. By the way, all of this X-MAGE selfie processing happens directly on the device. That means even without an internet connection, everything works smoothly and you don't have to worry about data usage. Now that we've moved past the basic composition stage, let's talk about the hardware itself. Just look at that camera module, especially the periscope lens. It's incredibly deep. This clearly shows that Huawei hasn't let go of its photography-first philosophy. In fact, periscope lenses are getting bigger and more advanced across the board. Even though we call it a main camera, not all main cameras are equal. This time, Huawei's periscope sensor comes in at 1/1.28 inches, which is seriously impressive. It actually surpasses the main cameras on many flagship phones. On top of that, it features a 200 megapixel resolution, an f/2.6 aperture, and a longer focal length than most competitors. When it comes to aperture size in the 200 megapixel category, it's basically unmatched. While this generation might not have the absolute largest equivalent aperture overall, Huawei has introduced ROI-B technology, which allows the Pura 90 Pro Max to achieve one of the highest levels of total light intake in its class. That probably explains why they went with just one periscope lens this time. They've packed it all into it.
Before we jump into the real-world tests, here's a quick tip you'll want to remember. Head into the camera settings and switch on high-quality mode. In good lighting conditions, the telephoto lens on the Huawei Pura 90 Pro Max can output images at up to 35 megapixels, which actually gives you slightly better detail than the standard shooting mode. If you really want to go all out, you can manually enable the high-resolution option, which starts at 50 megapixels and goes all the way up to 200 megapixels. From our experience, both of these high-res modes take around 5 seconds to capture a shot, and the file sizes increase quite a bit. A 50 megapixel image comes in at nearly 10 megabytes, while a 200 megapixel shot is roughly 3 times larger. Interestingly, the 50 megapixel mode seems to use some AI processing, so when you compare it to the 200 megapixel output, the difference in detail isn't as huge as you might expect. Because of that, if you're thinking practically, especially with storage costs in mind, 50 megapixels is more than enough for most people. One thing worth noting is the focal length. By default, the telephoto lens sits at around 96 millimeters, but when you switch to high-resolution mode, it adjusts to about 89 millimeters. That's because it needs to use the full sensor area, which slightly widens the field of view. Now, you might be wondering why 200 megapixel sensors are becoming so common. It's not just about improving image quality at the native focal length, it's also about flexibility. With that many pixels, you can crop heavily without losing sharpness, which means shooting at 10x or even 20x zoom becomes much more practical. The images still look crisp, and the brighter viewfinder also helps you react quickly and capture fleeting moments. For example, while I was casually walking around and saw kids riding a small train in the park, I pulled out the phone and snapped a shot instantly. In that split second, Huawei managed to lock in a super fast shutter speed of 1/3906. Another area Huawei has consistently focused on is macro photography, and the Pura 90 Pro Max continues that tradition. With its large sensor, wide aperture, and 4x periscope setup, it supports macro shooting at distances as close as about 15 centimeters. Pair that with the 200 megapixel sensor, and even at 10x, macro shots stay impressively sharp. That said, the large equivalent aperture can sometimes create overly strong background blur, which makes it tricky when shooting tiny subjects like 1:64 scale models. Thankfully, there's a depth of field extension feature that solves this by combining multiple shots with different focus points, resulting in a fully sharp image. What really stood out to me, though, is the telephoto video performance. A lot of phones with high megapixel sensors are great for photos, but when it comes to video, they fall short. That's often because they rely on pixel binning methods for 12 megapixel video, which hurts quality at higher zoom levels, something you'll definitely notice in situations like concerts. Huawei has tackled this with dedicated 20x video recording. Just like with photos, the high resolution allows for better cropping, and you can clearly see the jump in clarity when moving from 19x to 20x. It's genuinely impressive and puts Huawei ahead of most competitors right now. All the photos you take with the telephoto lens can also be enhanced later in the gallery through cloud processing, either manually or automatically. But honestly, since the phone already produces such strong results, sometimes the enhanced versions can look a bit overprocessed. For more specific use cases like concerts, Huawei even offers an additional accessory, a 3.33x magnification lens. Once attached, it extends the focal length to 324 millimeters, which is about 13.5x zoom. And if you crop further, you can still get surprisingly usable results at around 27x. After seeing what the telephoto camera can do, let's shift over to the main camera. On paper, it's very similar to what we've seen before, with a 50 megapixel sensor and a 1.28-inch size, possibly paired with an adjustable aperture system. In normal conditions, it operates at around f.20 for better sharpness, but in low light, it opens up to f.14 to maximize light intake and detail. In extreme situations, it can even outperform some of competitors' 1-inch sensors. Compared to earlier generations, Huawei has clearly improved color accuracy and white balance, especially in tricky lighting. When you compare it to phones without a dedicated color system, the difference becomes even more obvious. The standout feature here is low-fic, which significantly boosts dynamic range, particularly in video. The difference it makes is huge. It almost feels like comparing two completely different generations of camera tech. It really makes you wonder when we'll see all lenses on a phone supporting this feature. As for the ultra-wide and telephoto companions, they stick with the familiar 40-megapixel sensors. While the image quality isn't dramatically different, the ultra-wide lens offers a 13mm field of view, which is still very competitive today. And thanks to RIB support, it actually performs better as lighting gets worse, staying more stable and controlled in challenging conditions than many rivals. At the end of the day, upgrades are expected in flagship camera phones, but sometimes the improvements in the overall shooting experience don't just come from the cameras themselves. Take the display on the Pura 90 Pro Max, for example. It now features anti-reflective, scratch-resistant Coulomb glass. The name might be a mouthful, but it clearly hints at a range of practical benefits.
The anti-reflective coating here is clearly aimed at outdoor shooting. When you're outside, the display on the Huawei Pura 90 Pro Max stays much easier to see, which makes framing your shots a lot more comfortable. As for durability, the scratch resistance is there to help protect against everyday wear. Personally, I've been pretty confident using it. The phone actually comes with a white protective film already applied, so you can use it without adding another screen protector right away. Over the past few days, I didn't put any extra protection on it. I even stacked it with other phones during shoots and let it take a few hits from sharp nails, and it's still holding up perfectly. Not even a tiny scratch so far. That said, just like IP68 ratings, if you're someone who can't tolerate even the slightest mark, it's still safer to add a screen protector. No harm in being extra careful. Another thing that's really taken off with the Pura 90 Pro Max is its design. The color scheme especially is getting a lot of attention. When Joe Chi met the girl, one of the first things she asked was what phone he was using for photos. As soon as he said it was Huawei's latest model, she immediately guessed it was the Orange Ocean version and even complimented how good it looked. And honestly, that checks out. Huawei phones often look even better in real life than in renders. This bright, vibrant finish really stands out, and with the recent sunny weather, it looks even more impressive outdoors than it does indoors. Compared to the previous two generations, this design definitely feels more appealing to younger users. Looking back, the Pura 90 doesn't drastically change the overall design language from before, but it refines the style. The bezels and the back panel share the same color tone, which gives it a sleek, almost PC-like modern aesthetic. And let's be real, Huawei phones still carry a certain level of prestige. In the past, when we took photos for people, especially girls, they'd often ask for the pictures without the watermark, but this time she actually said it was fine to keep the Huawei watermark, which says a lot. Now let's talk about performance. This time, Huawei has upgraded to the Kirin 9030S chipset, which is designed with imaging in mind. Huawei has always emphasized its end-to-end integration, so the hardware and processing units work closely together. Officially, compared to the previous generation, this chip delivers a 200% boost in scene recognition, a 43% improvement in the AEI color engine, and a 30% increase in telephoto stabilization accuracy. If the camera system is the highlight, then this chip is the solid foundation behind it. When it comes to everyday smoothness, there's really nothing to worry about. It still has that signature Huawei fluidity, perfectly aligned with harmonious OS. With Huawei's Arc engine and memory optimizations, multitasking feels effortless. I tested it with 30 apps running at the same time, and it stayed fast and responsive with no stutters at all. The second round of testing was even more impressive because this phone doesn't aggressively close background apps. I also tried running Genshin Impact, and with frame interpolation turned off, it maintained an average of 60 FPS while consuming about 4.4 W of power. Out of the box, it runs Harmonious OS 6.1. The interface feels more dynamic than before, especially with the added light and shadow effects, although right now the best optimization is still limited to the inbuilt apps. One feature I definitely recommend checking out is the light-sensing boundless theme. It pairs perfectly with the orange ocean color scheme. The way it handles highlights and color transitions almost feels like it was designed specifically for this variant, creating a fluid, glass-like effect where the background seems to melt and shift. The Pura series has always leaned towards a younger audience, and this time they've introduced a playful new theme called Martial Arts Master. Once you enable it, a cute little character appears, not just on the lock screen, but also interacting on your home screen. You can tap it, and it'll jump around, even landing on different parts of your device. It honestly feels like it's treating your device as its own little playground. Looking at the overall strategy behind the Pura 90 Pro Max, Huawei is still sticking to its dual-track approach. On one side, you've got upgrades to the camera hardware and the chip, and on the other, you've got software innovations like X-MAGE selfie features and integration with popular photography platforms. It's clear Huawei isn't just chasing specs anymore. While 200-megapixel sensors are becoming more common in flagship phones, Huawei is pushing further, with larger sensors, better light intake, and longer focal lengths. And beyond hardware, they're using software like X-MAGE to help users fully unlock that potential. Thinking about it, this direction actually makes a lot of sense. AI is everywhere right now, but the real challenge is how to integrate it into daily life in a meaningful way. It's not about depending on AI, it's about letting it assist you and help you improve. The goal should be to use AI as a tool to become better, not something you rely on completely. The Pura 90 Pro Max follows that idea perfectly. As long as it helps users capture flagship-level photos with ease, it's doing its job as a top-tier camera phone. As for pricing, the base version of the Pura 90 Pro Max starts at 64.99 yuan in China, which is roughly about £705 in the UK and about $953 in the US. And that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.